Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to me slouching on my couch, but I'm still delivering the messages. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to set anything up. I got out of my PJs and went into a t-shirt, sweats, and sweater. It's one of those days. I go from PJs to sweats, a sweater, and a t-shirt. So welcome. The color green and this coral might be significant. I don't know. Who the hell knows? I don't care. So welcome. I'm going to go a little deeper. Source, she wants me to go in a little deeper with these signs and synchronicities and key codes that came in abundantly this week. And when they come in abundantly on repeat, I know they're for me, but I know they're also for you. So either all of them or some of them are going to be a deeper confirmation. I did a shorter video the other day, but we went into a little bit more of a depth, and she wanted me to share this with the collective today. So, phoenix, bees, spiders, fire, water, trains, all aboard, it's time, yellow, orange, dark pink, which is funny because yesterday when I was in Myers, I had my dark pink vest on with my yellow sweatshirt, and I was in the bathroom and the woman had a dark pink shirt on and a yellow jacket. You can't make this shit up. 144 on the timer. Sorry, no. I've said 144 on the timer. Sorry, 144. I've been seeing that on license plates and timers, but 0123 1234 555 1212 711 and 911. All right, so hopefully I hit all of those, and we are going to go into that because I went a little deep into that this morning and been journaling because I've been just hanging out on the couch. I think I have less than 1,000 steps. Well, no, I have 1,203 steps currently. Yeah. So I don't care. It's one of those days. I'll probably find a movie and just stay in the house. It's been a while since I've stayed in the house. I stayed in the house a lot over my healing process, like a lot, and was just completely guilt-free about it. But today feels like I might just stay in the house unless I go out and get some food. I don't need to, but if I want to, maybe. All right, let's get into this slouchy message from Source. Let's get to it. Phoenix, rebirth, rising, which is funny because the message the other day said it was time to rise. So rising, rebirth, rising, stronger than you are. All right? You are rising stronger than you were. Sorry. You're seeing Phoenix signs. Okay? You are not returning to who you were. You burnt that shit down. You are not able to return to that version of yourself because it has been burnt to the ground. It is ash. It is blown away. If you're seeing bees, and again, you can go deeply into each of these symbols, signs, and there's probably more information, but we're just kind of just scratching the surface here. So bees is divine order, sacred work. So we're doing this sacred work. This is sacred work. Healing is sacred work. Abundance. So have you been seeing signs and symbolisms or hearing videos about the abundance that's coming in? Do you feel abundant? I feel abundant. I do. Excuse me. So it's through alignment. Bees also are reminding you about through this alignment, you're building, you're creating. All right, and to let you know your work matters. So I'm creating right now. I create with higher consciousness, with Source, with my higher self. Doing these videos is creation. And I do it authentically, messy, raw. It's magnetic, it's magnificent, and it's perfect. No matter how it comes out, because I don't really care. I share the message and I put it out into the ethers. Spiders. Very significant. I've had a spider crawling on me the other day, and I literally opened my door to walk out to get the kiddo from school, and a black spider walked in. So look at the significance of spiders crawling on you or crossing your path. Please don't kill them. Just move them out of the way or just let them be. They aren't, my God, they're not going to hurt you. Let's get over that. If that's a trigger and a fear, let's focus on clearing that, okay? Because you are the spider and the spider is you, okay? So spiders are weavers of fate. So if you don't realize what we are doing right now as a collective consciousness, we are weaving and creating this tapestry together in every now present moment. All right, so spiders are weavers of fate. You are creating your reality. Patience, presence, intuition, and interconnectedness. Now I'm going to go back to, if you've not seen the 3-season series of The Discovery of Witches, they talk about a very rare witch called a weaver. You can check that out. But when I see spiders or weaving, I weave. I am a weaver. When I'm a light language channel, and I guarantee if you're a light language channel, you're also a weaver. Like specifically, you have weaver in your DNA. You're a weaver of frequency and energy, okay? That's one of your gifts. That's what Source says. She says that's one of your gifts. You are a weaver of light, of frequency, of energy, of sacred geometry. That's what just came through. Okay. So the color's orange. So orange, as we know, is creativity. It's vitality. It's the sacral chakra. It's confidence. Confidence has been coming up. Confidence and courage. And courage is associated with the solar plex, or the solar plexus as well, but the sacral chakra is confidence. So that the word confidence, or like with my kiddos, lack of confidence. So just being just another reminder for you to be confident. And I've had this conversation around confidence, about people wanting to chase the next piece of paper to give them their confidence. Oh my God, thank you, Source. The Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. He thought that he had to receive a piece of paper or a heart. No, maybe that was the Tin Man. Anyways, same. So I think it was the Tin Man, was maybe for his brains. Hey, okay, if you know, you know, the piece of paper. Instead of just knowing you already have the brains, and like the Cowardly Lion, already knowing that he has the confidence. So already know that you have the confidence. You don't need to have a thing to say, oh, I've got the brains, I've got the confidence. Quit chasing the next piece of paper. Okay, we didn't know we were going to go deep on this one. But it's necessary for who's ever listening to this right now. And I've had this conversation multiple different times over these past weeks, where people are like, I want to sign up for the next course. I want to do the next thing so I can get the next piece of paper to say that I can do the thing. Well, you've already taken a course. Step into the confidence and start practicing the gifts and abilities you already have, and see where that takes you. See how that expands you and shifts your reality. Then, and only then, Source says, she shows, then once you start practicing your confidence in the current gifts and abilities and quit chasing the piece of paper, thank you, Source, then going into expansion from there. If you feel like you want to expand more by taking another class, but you don't need to continue to take the classes and the courses, but start practicing the gifts and abilities and practice on your confidence. But working on the confidence is knowing how powerful you are. Empower yourself with this confidence and start practicing your gifts and abilities. This is why my gifts and abilities have expanded so rapidly, because I didn't chase the next piece of paper. I just start practicing the channeling, the healing practices, the light language. I just stood in my confidence and empowered myself and know my power. That's why I have expanded in my gifts and abilities, have increased in their strength, I guess is the best word I can find right now for humanness. People can feel a difference with my frequency, my energy, and my gifts. Let's just put it that way. So we're going to go back to the color orange, which is also life force returning. Understand that. Tap into the universal life force energy that you are. And don't let anybody else tell you that you need another piece of paper to start doing the thing. Just start doing the thing. That's been a huge channeled message that has been coming through me. Okay? Yellow is clarity, confidence again, courage, personal power, solar plexus, and trust yourself. So there's no coincidence that these colors are, you're seeing more of these colors. Maybe it's asking you, and this is just extra confirmation, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You already know this. This is just confirmation and validation of your deep soul knowing. We're 10 minutes in. You know this through resonance. I had this 10-10 yesterday. The conversation I had yesterday, and I told her, I said, it's not anything, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. And she's like, yep, I know. Trust yourself. Trust in your power to know power. Stand in your confidence and have courage. And tap into that life force energy that is returning now. Dark pink was the other color that came up. This is very upper heart chakra awakening. This is maturity. And when I pulled the Osho Zen, the maturity card came out. It was very beautiful, pinkish, flowery. It's this maturity, okay? Your heart is awakening. Your upper heart is awakening. It's expanding more and more. You're this very mature, ancient soul, more than likely, if you're here. All right, and this is the deep, deep, true self-love. Tapping into that deep, deep, true self-love, okay? We're going to get into the numbers. The 144. Outside of what people... what's the word I want, Source? I don't want to say fantasize. Prophesize. But there's a misunderstanding. It's a frequency, first of all. It's not a number of people, all right? It's divine alignment. It's spiritual activations. It's building strong foundations, all right? And it's 12 times 12, which is completion amplified. And if you know, there's 12, from your oversoul, there's 12, and then there's 12 from that, and then there's 12 from that, which is, I don't remember what 12 times 12 times 12 is. You can do the math. All right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 is this, a new cycle is beginning. A journey is unfolding step by step. In the song by New Kids on the Block, every time I hear step by step, or see step by step, I go to the song, because that's how my team works. So maybe go listen to the song by New Kids on the Block, step by step. Maybe you were a big New Kids on the Block fan back in the day. I was. 1, 2, 3, 4 is this progression. Again, that progression is emerging. Order is emerging. Okay? You are moving in the right direction. So if you're seeing like the 1, 2, 3, 4s, these numbers that are in progression, that's just another confirmation that you are moving in the right direction on your path. 555, fives in general are change, but 555 is major change, transformation, endings before the expansion. All right. So embrace the shift. The 555 is yes, confirming the major changes, the transformations, the endings before the expansion, but it's asking you to again embrace this shift. Okay. 12, alignment, manifestations. So your thoughts are creating a reality very quickly. You are a magician. You are a master manifester. So be very mindful of what you're speaking, writing, and thinking, because it will manifest quick shit. So be very mindful. 711, spiritual insight. Intuition is rising more and more. Again, this rising word, rise, and rising have been coming up as a codex, a key word, a quantum key code. All right? Pay attention to the subtle guidance. I just said that. Pay attention to the subtle guidance, because certain things like words are codes. You're hearing things on repeat. That clairaudience, you're picking it up. You might be hearing a whole conversation, but you only hear one specific sentence or word, which triggers another download of a song, which happens to me. I'll be listening to a channeled message, and then a word or a phrase is said, and now my team has dropped in me to go listen to a song, because the song has got more information, downloads, and activations. 1404, does that make sense? 911, awakening, soul mission, endings that initiate your biggest path. So that 911, that tower moment, this is awakening to your soul's mission, but it's also confirming the endings, those tower moments that initiate your biggest path, your highest path. Red doors has been a big one. Red doors, a threshold is opening. This is life force. Do you know how much red I saw yesterday? Red doors was a day or two ago. I saw 3. I see red doors everywhere. I'm so tapped the fuck in, you have no idea. It's hilarious at this point, and I love it. It's so much fun. And that's where Metatron comes in, because Metatron, I believe, Archangel Metatron is, again, pattern recognition. I know one of my gifts is pattern recognition, and yours might be a very highly intuitive pattern. Like, you recognize patterns and you see things, everything, everywhere. You hear things everywhere and anywhere, and you know things, okay, through this pattern recognition. That Metatron is here. Thank you, Metatron. To remind you that Metatron may be tapping into working with Archangel Metatron, or just understanding these codexes, these codes, these signs, these synchronicities, these patterns, okay? Because sometimes you'll get things like doors and the numbers, but it is a pattern on itself, but it's a pattern collectively, he says as well. All right. So red doors, it's a threshold, is open, life force, energy. Like I said, all the red yesterday I saw, like, I swear to God, I was in a small store and I think 4 or 5 people had the color red on, and I had orange and yellow on. And then I also had my pink vest on. So it's hilarious. Universe source, oh my God, she's so amazing. Our spiritual teams, our teams of light, are so amazing. Have fun. Your inner child will have so much fun. All right. The red doors is elemental balance. Elemental balance. Sorry. No. Elemental balance. Fire and water. So fire and water. The yin and the yang. Fire and water. Yin and yang. That's elemental balance. So fire and water is like my throat chakra starts going out. Throat chakra. Fire and water. Passion meets emotion. Transformation through truth. Balance, intensity with surrender. Trains have been coming in. Crazy Train. The song Crazy Train by Ozzy Bourne. All Aboard has been coming through. And now when I said all aboard, now Polar Express just came through. So for somebody, Polar Express might be resonant. All right? Or the movie. Or the whatever's codes are in there for you. All right? So trains are all aboard. It's destiny. It's momentum. It's irreversible movement. Opportunities are aligning. Don't wait. The time is now. Don't wait. The time is now. So the quantum message with this is the symbols appear when you are aligning with your new timeline. All right. Your intuition is heightened more and more, and the universe is mirroring your soul, what your soul already knows. So the universe is mirroring what your soul already knows. So change is here. Trust it and trust the shift. The change is here. This is your confirmation. So trust the shifts. The universe is speaking to you. Okay, the universe is speaking. You are being guided, and you are leaving. Can I read my handwriting? The universe is speaking to you. You are being guided. You are leaving old cycles, and a new identity is forming. So trust the movement. Build intentionally. Walk through the door. The train has arrived. I'm going to say that again. When I saw this, I was like, wow. Trust the movement. Build intentionally. That's the manifestation, the speaking, the thinking, all of that. Walk through these doors that are opening up now. All right. And the train has arrived. And then when I heard the train has arrived, I instantly got the download of Platform 9 3/4 from Harry Potter. So there's significance there, especially if you're still here. So Platform 9 3/4. Remember, that was an invisible portal, an invisible door. And only those that were ready to walk through it were able to walk through it. And those that were not, don't see it, don't feel it, don't know that the portal door on Platform 9 3/4 is even there to get to Hogwarts. What are they? Magicians, muggles, magic. 1909. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And then my team said, add the numbers up. So 9 3/4 is 14. 14. My birth date's 10/14. Then you break 14 to 5. Now we've got that number again where we've got change. Everything has meaning. There is no coincidences. It just depends on how your soul coded itself and to see things, okay? Wow, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed this video and you received the messages, the confirmations, the validations, the signs, the synchronicities, the key codes, the codexes, the frequencies, the energies, the flavors, the colors that you were meant to receive today in this now present moment, okay? So thank you for co-creating and playing along, right? Share, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things if you're called to. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.